Welcome back to Signature Series Rigs. Today we've got the Foreman in the shop. So far we've rinsed it off, but we haven't really done much to it. So today my plan is to change out the spark plugs, do an oil change, just kind of check everything out, see if we can get it running on all 8 cylinders, and go from there. So let's dive right in. Alright, we've got our oil stabilizer for whatever that's worth, snake oil, oil filter, AC Delco plugs, and some seafoam snake oil for the fuel tank. I'm going to fire it up real quick just in case y'all didn't hear it in the first episode so you can hear how rough it idles. Again, I think it's on like 6 or 7 cylinders. And you know, get the engine nice and warm so when I got my hands in there I burn myself. Let's get at it. Smell the rotten gas in that thing. Now, from the paper that I found in the truck when I picked it up and when I saw it a year ago, it tells me that they had done a new distributor cap and new wires along with some new ball joints and some other things. So technically the spark plug wires are new. They're just 7 or 8 years old. So hopefully we don't have to replace those. It even tells me the spark plug gap right there on the air cleaner. How nifty is that? Whew. That's some stinky gas. You guys can see that. It's a little bit longer. It's actually pull on this GM plug out right there. Take a look. It's a little bit longer. Smell that gas? It smells like old shit, yeah. On the next project. Alright, got all 8 plugs in. Dad's draining the oil. Getting a little bit closer. We're only about 30 minutes in. Do the honors. I know I've left you some brake cleaner here.
I don't use it.
Alright, we got the old filter off, the old oil out, and the new plugs in. So now we're going to pour a little bit of this snake oil in there. And the rest of it, we're going to fill it up with motor oil. But I did want to take a moment to introduce you all. You guys see this guy on the channel a lot, refer to him as Dad. His name is Wes, but we're going to call him Dad because, well, that's who he is. So that's my dad over there. And it's pretty much us 90% of the time. My brother, you'll see him, he jumps in and helps too. We got some other friends that just kind of come by the shop and lend a helping hand. And quite frankly, I don't think you can get much better than that. So let's get back to it. I'm glad it's 86 degrees outside today. We had to set this thing on the heater.
Yeah. Or shake it out, squeeze it out.
What do they say, a small block will run on a quart of oil?
2 quarts. Once it's down to 2 quarts, it reaches 0 on the stick.
That's smart.
I have run one. And the only reason it stopped is because the lifters collapsed. I put more oil in it and kept going.
When we're putting square bodies back together, we're not really worried about conserving energy. We're trying to squeeze as much energy out of it as we can. Well, I think that's another win. It's getting smoother as it sits. Purrs like a kitten, quite frankly. That little solenoid up there makes a little bit of noise. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Quick Google search, I'm sure we will. But Foreman coming on around. I love how it just sits there. It reminds me of the old monster truck.
Typical 350.
Well, there you have it. Oil change, new spark plugs, oil filter, some snake oil in the engine, and snake oil in the tank. We don't hardly have any fuel in there, but she's coming on around. It's idling smoother and smoother the more we run it. Obviously, sitting 7 or 8 years to be expected, but I'd say it purrs like a kitten. We got this little solenoid up here that makes a little rattle noise. Kind of curious what that is. We think it might have something to do with the vacuum advance. But next up, we'll probably just clean up this engine bay and probably rip off that quiet muffler, because this whole thing, it sounds like a beast of all 165 horsepower that it has. It sure sounds like it's got more than that. So, thanks for watching. Till next time.